After arriving at the Swordsmith village, Tanjiro is greeted by the village's chief, Techen Kawahara, who dubs himself the best of his craft in the village, and Tanjiro bows down before him at his request. Techen discloses to Tanjiro that the village is currently looking for Hotaru Haganezuka after he disappeared a few days prior. Tanjiro comments on his swordsmith's cute name, which Techen reveals that he himself gave him that name, but Hotaru strongly dislikes it. The chief notes about how Hotaru had always had a bad temper, and when Tanjiro attempts to apologize for fueling this temper through breaking his swords, Techen refutes it by stressing Hotaru should be making a sword that wouldn't break. He reassures Tanjiro that they will bring Hotaru back, or, alternatively, have a different swordsmith forge his new blade. The two part with Techen suggesting Tanjiro relax in the hot springs. While advancing to the springs, Tanjiro runs into Mitsuri Kanroji, who had just returned from bathing. The love Hashira complains about how she was ignored when she asked for an individual's name at the spring, upset about the disrespect. Tanjiro calms her by revealing that the villagers were almost done with the dinner for their guests, which Mitsuri excitedly hurries off to. At the springs, Tanjiro is suddenly hit with a tooth and is surprised to encounter Genya Shinazugawa. He excitedly jumps in the water and tries to converse with his fellow Demonslayer, but is saddened after Genya angrily strikes him and storms off. Back at the village, Tanjiro praises Mitsuri for the amount she is capable of eating, declaring that he himself would also try to eat lots and grow strong. He then brings up Genya, with Mitsuri sadly observing how the boy must be Tsunemi Shinazugawa's younger brother given that they share a last name, despite the Wind Hashira telling her he didn't have one. Tanjiro asks why she felt it was pitiful, and, while playing with Nezuko, Mitsuri replies that she herself had 5 younger siblings and had good relationships with them. The two chat and both hope to someday be able to have a nice conversation with Genya, and Tanjiro decides to bring him leftovers since he didn't come to dinner. As they walk through a corridor with Nezuko, Tanjiro inquires Mitsuri on the reason why she joined the Demonslayer Corps. Embarrassed, she states that she wanted to find a man to marry, someone who was stronger than her and could protect her. As she goes on about her thoughts, Tanjiro listens to her in disbelief. The trio are approached by a Kakushi, who informs Mitsuri that her new sword would be ready soon and that Mitsuri should check it out so that it could be adjusted if necessary. The Hashira bids farewell to Tanjiro and praises him for his hard work, expressing her approval for the siblings. After Tanjiro declares that he will be sure to defeat Muzan, Mitsuri happily hints about a secret weapon hidden in the village that could make him stronger. The next day, Tanjiro searches through the forest looking for Hotaru and ponders about the secret weapon Mitsuri told him about. In the distance, he suddenly sees 2 individuals, one of them being the mist Hashira, Mui